What is up, you beautiful people from all around the world? Now, I don't know how many people are going to join me in today for today's video, but I didn't do a live stream for a long time and I felt a bit guilty. I felt to the point where, what am I even doing, with YouTube? Because I do want to talk to you guys and I want to keep it as interactive still as possible, and I want to, in case anyone has questions, just leave it out. Nonetheless, before we start with today's topic, so my idea is that we actually focus a little bit more on weekly topics that could be very interesting for us, of course, topics that we can talk about, topics that whatever is within the K world I think will be interesting, and not only limited, of course. If there's anything that might be interesting to talk about, throw it out there. Let's become a little bit diverse, because hey, I want to tell people that it's okay, to be a little bit open-minded, if that makes sense. I don't know if I should be wearing a hat like this today, because I do like my hair, but I think for today I'm going to put my hat like this and it should be cool. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to take off my hat. I feel good like this as well, It's all about showing that hair, about showing that beautifulness. Before we start with everything that I want to do today, I do want to say, if anyone didn't yet, come check out my... Wait, that should be working? No, now it should be working. Come check out my Patreon, of course. It starts only from €1 a month, which is the price of the cheapest coffee at McDonald's. If you do want to sponsor the channel, that would be amazing. I was actually doing a calculation, and I only have 2,000. I have 2,000 subscribers. And I just realized that if everyone became my Patreon, I theoretically could just do this full time and I could make videos nonstop. That would be a dream that would come true, but that would really just be super, super helpful. So if you haven't yet, come check it out. We have everything from €1 to $12.50, and it all has its benefits. I can't complain about it. Everything has its ups and downs, and I just hope that you guys can join in, and I'll try to make it as fair as possible for everyone. Besides that, today I was thinking as well about what can we talk about. So I made a new thread basically on Discord. If you haven't yet, join the Discord as well. The link should be down in the info section if you haven't yet. But I basically made a thread, and in this thread you can basically make suggestions, new suggestions, K-pop suggestions, MV suggestions. We actually have a lot of suggestions that are coming through more and more. These are all basically new and fresh, because I needed to find a way for you guys to actually join in. And it's awesome that it actually works. Whenever you guys have a cool idea of something to watch, boom, there you go. There's a place to put it. And the same for today with the news. Now, what I do want to talk about today was a little bit of a topic that I thought would be interesting. And that is what's happening last week in the K-pop world, or generally everything prior to today. And in my Patreon, I started a discussion with how is that with people that are super fans. They like to call them sasaengs, if not mistaken. No idea what that means. Basically being a stan, a mixture between a stalker and a fan. How does it work to even become one? If you are one, please just get in contact with me. I want to talk to you guys as well. I want to have a good time with you and discuss about what it means to be a real 100% faithful stan. While on the other hand, what does it actually mean to not be one? And I would love to open up the discussion a little bit, because I can imagine that a lot of you guys are literally freaking scared about talking about it, but that doesn't even matter. We want to keep it as real as possible and keep it as simple as possible. We want to have fun while looking at everything that we do. We don't only want to say, well, you're this, so that means you're completely written off. No, we don't want to do that. We want to have a good time, and that is the most important. So for today, like I said, we have a few topics to talk about, and they are founded, or you can find them basically on the new suggestion. I'm not going to be looking at them every day, because I don't want to, but I do want to see some of the topics and read a little bit into them and see what we can find out that's interesting to talk about for today. And on top of that, I want to say also a little bit of an update on the YouTube channel. For the people who didn't watch me for a long time yet, you can more or less see that I'm slowly integrating a little bit away from MVs, but that's also because I want to dive deep a little bit more into the Korean culture, into the Asian culture, into a little bit more of a diverse culture, if I can say so. You know, the K-pop world is interesting, but I know there is much more information in this world that I like to deep dive into. I want to explore the more options or the bigger options that are out there, and for me, that is something that I've always enjoyed. You know, I've always told myself, man, just fucking do it. Like literally, get the fuck out, talk about it. If there's something on your mind, talk about it. If you want to do something, just freaking do it. And that's the one thing that I want to say to anyone. You know, it was my motivational standpoint in life at the moment, and I really enjoy it. I love going out and explore myself, explore everything that's happening at the moment. And I'm waiting for summer to come. I'm gonna go explore where I live a little bit more, explain my culture, where I am from. What does it mean to live on an island? If you haven't yet, come check out that video as well. It's out there explaining a little bit more about the location where I live, because I live, for example, on the Oni Island, or not the Oni Island, but one of the 40 islands that are connected to Germany. And they're very interesting as well. It's an interesting video. I thought it was really fun to make the video, and I hope you guys can enjoy it as well. I hope you guys can really have a good time while watching that video. And for the rest, I just want to say thank you for your support. I was also, before I even get into the topic as well, I just wanted to say it's actually really interesting to see where, how do I say it? I was just thinking, I got 2,000 subscribers. Can you just imagine that you're sitting in front of a room with 2,000 people standing in front of you? And that is the one thing that I just want to say, that it's just amazing, you know, this experience to experience my world with you guys, and it's slowly growing more and more. Even though I'll be honest and say that January is a bit of a slow start, but that's normal because the YouTube algorithm is reworking itself during this time, and also it's the worst time for ad givers. It's interesting, but that's also the reason why many YouTubers are just not making videos now, because it's not worth it because of the algorithm. I don't really care about the algorithm. I just want to entertain you guys, and that is the main purpose of today. I would just say, let's start the video actually, or the video. I'm so used to making YouTube videos, but now I would say let's start the program for today and see what we can find on the news suggestions part. I made a few videos already on actually no, I haven't yet. It's going to be released very soon, a video based on proper stance and why I hate K-pop fans to a certain point. And it's something that is a bold statement, but it's a true statement. There is something that's very scary about it, and I don't want people to go through that. I don't want people to be, you know, associated with negativity, but some elements are quite scary. So what do we have? So we have one person that suggested, so this is Cheon. If he's in the chat, I don't know, but if you are there, that's okay. So the first topic is actually 2 videos based on something that I discussed on Patreon about stans being quite scary, and it is quite a scary element. You know, it is quite scary to realize how scary these people are, and I'm using the word scary a lot because, hey, you guys are quite scary. Let's see what else is there before we get into the videos. I mean, it just keeps going actually with these videos. It's really frightening to a certain point. Let's have a little look. This is not K-pop related. Nonetheless, I thought it was a very interesting topic. Let me put on my headphones so we can talk about it. I'll bring it on the screen. Let's turn off the music for the time being. But it was such an interesting topic that I found it on the Dutch media. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see if it loads. It should load. I hate ads 200%. Anyway, let's just watch it. But it basically the topic about how TikTok works. And I thought this was a very scary element because when I go to TikTok, when I watch people from the USA, oh, there we go. Woo. Bit of a dust allergy. Even though I just dusted my room, it's literally getting worse. Anyway, I was watching this video, and what the topic was about is basically how TikTok is set up. And what he says here, let's just watch it, and then I'll get back into it. I think it's a very interesting topic. I think it's quite a scary topic, but TikTok is quite a scary platform, and this was even, for at least that's what I think, at least prior to when I watched this video, but this just enhanced it to a certain point. Let's just watch it, and you guys can tell me what you think, okay? You guys can just say if it is something that's good or not, or good. I don't know. But just let's listen to what he has to say. I think it's quite an interesting topic.
It was a social media platform we didn't.
One sec.
The TikTok thing was a big deal because it was a social media platform we didn't create. So it's like, oh shit, we don't want some other country's tech influencing us. In China, the way that the algorithm works, it doesn't reward people doing stupid dances and like playing with their dog. The algorithm is rewarding things that they want to see their youth do, doing cool engineering, people doing cool science. But if you're China and you wanted to disrupt another country, wouldn't you reward the dumbest possible shit on that app? Twerking, people doing stupid dances. You want the next level of youth to go, I can be famous doing something that's truly worthless to society, not beneficial to society, like being an engineer, being a doctor. So this is how you get to manipulate your society into doing something good, and how you fuck over your competition into doing worth. It's genius.
Is that why Trump wanted to get rid of TikTok?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. You're doing
That's
the
a
same
different
shit.
level of warfare.
But this is how you fight wars. Now that we have enough military weapons so everybody can kill each other, we need to find other ways to fight war.
So that is actually the only part of the video that I just think is very interesting. TikTok is just such a scary platform at the moment. And I know this has nothing to do with K-pop, but let me just deep dive into it, why I thought this was interesting to talk about. And I just want to get it off my chest. When I go on TikTok, and I don't use it a lot, I don't even have an account there, I don't upload anything there, I don't know, there's something that is quite strange about it. And that's, I was thinking, why is it when you look at China or the Chinese content, and you know when it's out of China, why is it that it's always about showing positivity, about showing, look how cool our engineering is, look how cool we are as a culture, look what we can achieve together, look at, always the positivity. You barely see people doing any type of crazy dancing. You barely see anyone jumping off a roof, hurting themselves, doing anything that's quite ridiculous. And it's quite a scary, scary, scary element, because it really has a heavy contrast. When you go to TikTok now and you look at just go swipe through it, and it's the same for Instagram. You are most likely, or Instagram Shorts, I think they're called, or Instagram Stories. I don't know what the short versions are of Instagram. The problem is just that it's really just so split that in the Western society, you have people doing dances, you have people doing crazy stuff, you have people doing, ways to entertain people, because people just don't want to do it, because we're like, why would I do something that stupid? Why would I do something that ridiculous? While in China, it's more like, man, this is motivating. I wish I could live in such a society where people work hard, but they know what they're doing. It's amazing how efficient they can work. It's amazing how they can make stuff out of metal. Whether it is quality or not, it's a different thing. But I was just thinking, why doesn't China actually have that? And it actually shows that there is a big split between the Chinese TikTok version. I forgot what the name is, but it's not called TikTok. It's called something else. And what the difference is between the Western version. And I don't know, but it really just seems as if they're trying to use it as a propaganda website. They're trying to show, like, look how cool we are, like, look how established we are. While if you try to see the videos from the Western society, it's more like, look how stupid and dumb we are. I'm not saying that everyone on TikTok is stupid. I'm just saying that a lot of the content you see there is quite pointless. It doesn't really show anything, or how it shows, or basically it doesn't really show how elements are being completed. For me, this is quite scary. For me, it really just shows that there is something going on in the algorithm as well, that TikTok is basically giving credit points for the Chinese media for stuff like they're doing good stuff, while in Europe, they try to give credit to anything that is very trendy and that just makes a lot of views. Stupid things. I don't know why, but it's just how the world works at the moment. And I thought this was quite a scary remark. I personally would just want to say that it's just amazing to see how TikTok is just such a platform that even though you can enjoy it, you really need to pay attention to what content you see depending on what country. And that's all I want to say actually about it. That's the biggest part that I want to talk about. Really quick, I wanted to get it actually off my chest, because TikTok is really just a little bit frightening for me. I think it's one of those powerful platforms at the moment that you cannot destroy. I'm not saying that you should destroy it, but it's one of those platforms that is controlling much more in the background than anything else. A little bit of a fun fact, by the way. I was asking for I was asked to work for TikTok, so we had a few interviews, and this interview really just took me by surprise in the weirdest way. Like, it was really just one of those interviews where I'm thinking, what are they actually asking? So this was an interview about within a marketing position for TikTok. I forgot which country, what country, what city it was. Doesn't even matter. But everything went good until they asked one particular question, and I thought this was quite a two-faced question because it doesn't really. It was such a ridiculous question where I was just not. I lost my motivation basically to work for them. And there was, what was it? I need to think about the exact terms, but it was more or less, what do you think is more important when it comes to the social media platform TikTok? The freedom of speech or the safety for its users? You guys don't have to answer in the chat. I'm not asking. I mean, if you want to, go ask for it. I'm asking for your opinion. Like, what do you think is the most important? Just put it out there. But what I want to say is that I thought from the first second, like, this is the most weirdest question ever, because I know TikTok as a platform. I know that safety is very important, and I know that freedom of speech is very important. Of course, I'm not telling people to upload racial slurs or things that are really just hurtful, to other people. That I can understand, then we go back into the protection for the people. The one thing that just irritated me is that I know that there's a lot of things that are being uploaded to TikTok that are also very negative. They are very just disturbing as well to a certain point. And then I'm just thinking, under what category is this safe for the viewers, or is this any way of freedom of speech? What is happening here? And you also saw, for example, the post where people, when they were talking about Corona or about, the topic of Corona, these posts got deleted. It is really just scary how this platform works, because they also just gave me a bit of an insider to say that a lot of the stuff that actually gets machine corrected, aka the algorithm kicks it out. YouTube has the same, Google most likely has the same as well. Of course, Google has it because it is, or YouTube is belong to Google. But what is just really scary about it is just that there's something going on in the background that we are not aware of, but TikTok is very much aware of it. I thought this was a very interesting topic. I think it is quite popular at the moment. It's a very dangerous weapon to use, especially with all the silly things that you can find on there. And it's also motivating people to just do dumb shit, actually. I just think it's a terrible platform, and purely because we don't know, it's not very transparent from what we want to see and is it everything that is on the platform. And I just realized that during this interview that it seems as if they were trying to tell me, like, are you a person that is just going to do stuff that is good for the company, or are you the person that knows what is good for the user? There's a difference between the two, because either you're worried more about the company or you're more worried about the user. I'm not trying to say that I'm a dangerous person. I'm not trying to say that I'm crazy. I'm not saying that I don't know what I'm saying. But I'm a bit of a devil's advocate. I always think that you have to look at the two sides of the sword and see which one is sharper, and then try to say, okay, which part are we going to use and what part are we not going to use, and what is going to be good for everyone. You always have to watch out with everything that you do. I thought this was just a very interesting topic. TikTok is different in every country. We know that. But it also rewards different people. It rewards different types of content more and less on the platform, and that's quite scary, and I still think that's scary. Then we have a next topic. Let's have a look. This was something that I found that I really thought was cool. I think Lay is an amazing dancer. I think he's a very good performer, but I'm really just a big fan of professionalism. So I was looking at this video where he basically lost his microphone, or the sender, the receiver for his microphone, or the transmitter. I don't know which part it actually is. I think it's the transmitter because it's connected to his mic and the receiver is in the background somewhere. But basically it fell off. But just look at how let's see if we can make this big. I mean, just look at the way it fell out. You can clearly see that the item fell out after a dance move. It can happen, it's just because, if the microphone is here, it can just pull it out basically, and then it hangs. Now the problem with this is that either he can decide that he needs to continue with it dangling, meaning all of a sudden the microphone can cut out, or you do what he does next. You be smooth, pretend that you're busy, you pretend you're doing your choreography, pretend like nothing happened, and then boom, it's fixed. I really enjoyed this. I thought this was an amazing type of video to see. I think professionalism is cool. I think professionalism is very important, especially when it comes to live stage performances. It's always something that I thought is amazing, especially because if something like this would happen to me, I think for 5-10 seconds, maybe 3 seconds, at least my brain would melt like, holy crap, what just happened? But for the importance of the show, you can clearly see that they want to make sure that he basically wants to make sure that everything runs very, very smooth. And I like that. I think that it shows his professionalism, and it shows exactly how he needs to make everything work, especially on a stage. And I really enjoy that. I really enjoy when people do great things on stage. It's always just, it basically just shows that your brain can just log onto into something and just says, hey man, we have to fix this ASAP, while other people are like, hold up man, something happened, we need to check it. Well, he clearly knew what was happening, even though the thing fell away behind him. Like, imagine, it's not as if he has eyes in the background. It nonetheless is very interesting. Really cool video. Lay, hats off to you. I need to check out Lay a little bit more, I think, on the channel, because I only looked at one of his videos, and I even made him use the wrong name. I think I really miscalled him in the video. Yeah, I think I did. It was really scary, but anyway, it happened. On the other note, guys, if you are new to today's live stream, all you have to do is make sure you just write in the chat. If you've got anything to talk about, we can gladly talk about it. We can have a good time. We can have an easy time. And see what happens. As already mentioned at the very beginning, today we're just looking at some of the topics on the Discord, which are basically topics that are being shared with me to talk about. And we can actually check out one of these videos. I hope that it doesn't get taken down, actually. I'll get a little bit scared if it does. Let's open this up. Whatever. Let's see if we can watch this without any interruptions. It would be scary if I can, because it would be a little bit upsetting. But let's have a look. Let's see what they have to say in this video. Let's just turn off the music a little bit. I think that's a little bit better. And then we jump right into this video. Let me just see if we are allowed to. If I notice that all of a sudden I'm getting warnings, then I'll stop it. But then we're at least aware of it.
A couple of days after releasing my BTS Sussing video, I received an email and an Instagram DM from someone claiming to be an ex-Sussing. This person wrote me a really long email, and there was this one sentence which triggered something in me. She wrote, "I found your video in my recommended, and when I saw it, so many of my Sussing memories came up." And this really intrigued me. I wanted to know more about what she meant with Sussing memories. What exactly did she do?
Yeah, what does it actually mean? Now, I do know that Sassings are people that are just stans, but just excessive stans. And stans is not even a correct word. I'm going to release a video tomorrow about why I dislike K-pop fans to a certain point. But I am a little bit interested more on top of this video. So let's just watch it together and continue it.
What made her ultimately stop being such a stalker? Because, since she refers to herself as an ex-Sussing. And
it must be weird though, like if you realize that there's something wrong with you and then you have to stop being a stalker. I mean, it just sounds so weird, but I'm happy for the person. Like,
just questions kept building up in my head, and I thought, you know what? Rather than DMing and emailing with this person back and forth, I should interview her and share her story here on my YouTube. And when I first asked her if she was interested, she was dead against it, and I told her, even though I hate what you did, I'm happy that you stopped being a Sussing, and I will protect your privacy. I will censor your video, I will distort your voice, no one will know who you are, and of course you don't have to do it, but please think about it. And yeah, that's basically what I said to her, and the next day she agreed to do the video, and she even wanted to expose some other creepy stuff. And it's the internet, everyone can claim to be whatever, so I asked her, without violating BTS's privacy, can you somehow prove to me that you are legit? And she said no, because all of the photos, videos, and info were pretty much private information, and if she would share that with me, it would kind of violate BTS's privacy. But then she offered me to send me a private picture of her being in the same plane as BTS, and I said okay. And when she sent me the pictures, I was like, okay.
So show me the pictures. I want to see the pictures. Those don't. Come on, don't blue ball us here. You know, like don't make us. Man, I hope that she at least shows it on the video, because my problem is that a lot of people can fake to be these Sasaengs or stans. I don't really mind that, but it can be very scary, you know.
I believe you were a Sasaeng. My god, you were really close to the members, because these were like never before seen pictures. I even synchronized it with Google Pictures, and these pictures literally didn't exist on the internet. And that was it. I didn't want to see any more Sasaeng material. I believed her, and we both.
It's questionable still, you know, like whether they are real or not. But then again, look, if she believes it, if these pictures cannot be found in the research result, that doesn't really mean a lot. You can always alter video pictures to somehow make small changes, but that must be so weird. Like, why would she be on the same plane with them? Like, do they book planes just based on their schedule, or?
Agreed to do the interview.
Alrighty, now we're getting into the good stuff. Give it to me.
So, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm a Turkish BTS fan. I used to live in Seoul for 2 years, but now I live in Turkey.
In Turkey. Live in Seoul for 2 years, but why? I'm always curious to why people stayed in... or why would they stay in Turkey? Or sorry, why would they stay in Korea? What were they doing there?
I was suffering for almost more than 3 years, but I stopped 7 months ago.
What made you stop being a Sasaeng?
My anxiety started to interfere with my daily life in 2017, and 8 months ago, my depression was the worst it's ever been. I slowly stopped caring, I slowly stopped checking every update. I stopped messaging my Sasaeng friends. I could not drag myself following their busy schedule anymore.
Yeah, this is something I noticed as well. And again, my video is coming on this topic out tomorrow. If you're interested, make sure you're subbed. But the problem is with this, it's true. These people are 24/7 working on being a Sasaeng. Holy shit. They don't get paid for it. They get nothing out of it. But why do they do it?
I began to hate my life, I began to hate my future. I always knew that these Sasaeng actions won't lead me to anything, but I always ignored these thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. It really leads to nothing. There is just nothing about it.
I pretty much devoted myself into a non-existing relationship with the members.
Like I say, that's 100% true. It's literally, you're doing this all for nothing. You're never going to meet the members. You're never going to see them. You're never going to say hello to them. They're not even going to say hello to you. They don't want to. They're too freaking scared to do anything with you.
When I found myself being so resentful that I contemplated something so embarrassing and illegal. I don't want to reveal it here, but I would say that for some sick reason I desired revenge against the members.
What did they do?
God damn. Okay. When you were a Sasaeng, what exactly did you do? Did you actually stalk them? Did you sell private information?
Yes, we pretty much sold everything we could find. I exchanged a lot of Sasaeng material with other Sasaengs as well. I bought illegal flights. I bought illegal photos.
What do you mean you bought illegal flights? Like, how do you buy a flight? What?
Photos, private information, private telephone numbers. The more info you have, the more you crave. And you can also sell these to other Sasaengs as well. You don't make a good living out of it, but it's good money. It's good pocket money. Contrary to popular belief, we Sasaengs are not an exclusive group.
This is so weird. Like, if you listen to it in this sense, it just makes me want to say, you know, K-pop fans are just literally the scariest of everyone. They're literally just next level if you think about it. And yeah,
To find us or to find
really just crazy.
information. all you need is to know one trustworthy source on the subject of stalking. I did a couple of things that I'm not very proud of.
I'm interested about this. I do have a feeling that no matter where you are, you actually do have a lot of people working on the inside that, working with BTS, of course, it could even be just a side dancer, or it could be someone, an assistant, with working on the sets. It's really scary. But when I was working in an agency, you basically have all the information to everyone that is working on a project, whether it is a video project, or whether it is any type of project that you're working on. This information is available on a spreadsheet. I remember that when I was working on an event for Samsung, one of the papers went missing or so, and then a very important sheet, and no one knew where they went to. But because of this, we basically pulled the plug on something, and we basically pulled the plug on all the phone numbers. We had to just let go of it because it was just too much of a risk that this information got spread. Now, whether this paper just went missing or it got stolen, it doesn't really matter, but things like this are very important. Sensible information should not be just left out to anyone within an event, in the sense of, even if it's just a person that is there to help you building something up, hide all your paperwork, hide it everywhere. You never know what people can do with information, and it's always very scary, and you should never, never leave these things out in public. So if you're in higher management, hide everything.
The worst thing that comes to my mind is taking the same flights as BTS.
What exactly happens when Sasaengs take the same flight as an idol group?
Well, it depends on the size of the plane, the amount of Sasaeng fans, amount of managers and security, and most importantly, the flight period. If there is enough time and the plane is under smaller size, Sasaengs have a better chance to sneak into the business or the first class to take private photos. If it's a big plane with several hundred passengers, it's much harder to look for the boys without getting caught.
This is so creepy. Like, I really hope that someone is going to come out with me as well, and we would love to talk about it. And I am in contact with someone. It's still questionable whether someone is real, but let's see what is going to come out of it. I would love to make an interview like this as well.
The reason why illegal flight information is so popular amongst Sasaeng is because in that situation, the numbers are so vulnerable they can't escape.
It's true. They cannot escape. Once you're on a plane, it's done. You cannot get it.
That's the only place where they can't escape from Sasaengs. We are all trapped in the same small enclosed space for hours, and that situation makes it so attractive for Sasaengs. I've been to ones where I was in the same first class as BTS.
How much money do these people actually have? It's so amazing. Like, how do people even get that much money to fly first class with another group? Crazy.
Sasaengs always went to the toilet when one member needed to go. They acted as if they didn't know them, but it was obvious that they were Sasaengs. I watched them, and every time one member finished, the two Sasaengs went into the toilet to do whatever perverted thing they needed to do. It was creepy to experience, to say the least. There were also some Sasaengs from the economy class who pretended to search for the toilet in the first class. The flight attendant asked them kindly to return to the economy class, and they would answer something like that the drink cart was blocking the aisle to the rear lavatory. They frequently used that as an excuse to use the same toilet as BTS. A lot of these pictures.
It's so creepy, no? I just think about it. This is some real creepy stuff. My plan wasn't even to watch this video fully, but it's so interesting.
Private, and they get rarely leaked on the internet, because if you do, you pretty much expose yourself being a Sasaeng, and you get targeted by other fans or Sasaengs. In the worst case, you get blacklisted by the entertainment company, which means you can't go to their concerts, fan meetings, or any other events.
Just change your
That
name,
is
no?
fucking
I mean, just think about it. I would just literally change my name and keep it to it.
creepy, man. Did you ever stop and think, hey, what the fuck am I doing?
Of course, I feel remorse. In 2017 and in the beginning of 2018, I kept thinking how I don't want to continue this anymore. It has been challenging for me to stop it. I am very depressed. Months and months, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep. The only thing I loved was this boy group. They were the reason why I woke up. Every minute of my life I thought about this boy group.
I wonder though if this is a boy or a female. Like, it would be really interesting to see whether or what this is, because if you think about it, I know these sasaengs do exist, and like I said, I'm in contact possibly with one as well. I do want to promote this as well on Twitter, that I'm looking for someone, maybe just someone wants to DM me, but it is really, really scary about this topic, about why people would do these things. And one of the things, and it's something that came more or less the same to what is said here, flights are really much wanted. And the sad thing is that sasaengs, from what this person also told me, they would waste all their money, all their savings to just crave forward to the next thing they can do, you know, to be where BTS is or anything like that. It's just crazy, actually.
Every single day I only cared about them. I couldn't stop to think about them. I was so obsessed that I didn't care about my health. I didn't care about their health. I just wanted to be close to them. I craved to see
Yeah, it's really just next level creepy weepy, you know, this kind of things.
material on my phone. I wanted more personal material.
I think this is just the topic of obsession, though. Like, if you're obsessed with something, this is the perfect way.
They are like a drug. Once I
Yeah, you see, it's an addiction.
stopped myself chasing them. Stalking.
And on Twitter who sold flight information and other private stuff, but can you explain to me why is it a bad idea for me to expose them here and there on my YouTube?
Yes, it's a very bad idea to expose these people to the public because first, you are in a way encouraging your audience to look up these accounts and buy private information. Before the interview, you told me how you had quite a few
I just realized the music that I'm listening to in the background is actually from Death Note. I love Death Note. I was always thinking, where is this coming from? But
commenting on your BTS video how they were sympathizing with the sasaengs and they would do the same if they could. Second, you don't have any control over who will find your video and who will go and use that information to buy illegal stuff, and there is a good chance that they could fall into that messy stalker lifestyle too. Right now, there's an abundance of fake sasaeng information going around on Twitter and Instagram. A lot of private Instagram accounts are selling fake information.
To sell fake information, but by further inspections we both decided not to expose these either, since these accounts were following people who were real legitimate sasaengs who sold flight information, etc. And I don't want any of my followers to snoop around in the followers list and discover some real sasaengs, you know. Don't want to have anything.
yeah, I'm really looking forward to make a video like this as well. I hope that I can find someone. And like I said, I hope that the person that I'm talking to right now is also legitimate and I can set up a call with them. But it seems like this world seems very dark. This is such a weird world where it just seems as if you're doing really bad things.
To do with that.
And it seems like this is a massive underworld that is just not considered as big. But this is, look at the bright side. It's not as if they're trying to do weird stuff, but you know, everyone is a little bit weird, but all I want to say is that, look, at least they're not trying to poison, you know, the group or hurt them. But at the same time, they could really just do that. Imagine you're just someone that hated them.
That
You could literally
I'm
take someone
aware
out, you
that
know, if you're
I
that
have
crazy.
Quite a few subscribers who are hardcore BTS fans, and I don't want to encourage any of them to do something illegal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you all the real and fake sasaeng accounts, but I will censor the names. So if you are by any chance BTS,
Okay, show me
report
the
them.
accounts.
Report them, okay? Please. Anyways, I'll fake the account looks like. Here's another screenshot. So as you can see, most of the information is censored, and to unlock it you have to pay X amount of money to see the information. And for example, here is something about Taehyung's mental state. A ex sasaeng sent me these, you know, unlocked them where proof is made up. Well,
This reminds me so much when I was working into a luxury hotel. So every time when I was working in this hotel, and this is not a joke, every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we would get literally a VIP, and we're talking about celebrities. And the one thing that I notice is that the one thing they say is, do not leak this information. They are our VIPs. We changed their names, but this is who they are. So when they come to the location, don't mention that they are there. Either way, information does get leaked all the time. It's hard to always find out who did it or what did it, but it's quite scary that this information comes out. And there's always an inside person to a certain point, and I can imagine that there's always people that want to experience this type of world where they can make money by sharing this information. You know, they can make money like it. The problem is, like I said, you should just not share it with the people that are just not in management. You shouldn't share it with people underneath it. Sometimes when I see fans, it's fans, when I saw superstars, like I was at a party once where there were like, 8 big celebrities. Everything from The Weeknd was there, U2 was all, and some other big rappers were there. I don't remember them because I'm not a big rap guy. But my colleague here said, damn, they are all here. And then we're like, who are they? And he said, man, these are some of the biggest trending people in 2020, 2019. It's just crazy. And it's a shame, but information gets leaked all the time. You know, you really have to watch out with where you work and who you work with. But
Here,
a lot of this information that I can imagine with these sussing elements, for example, all I can say is that most likely this information got leaked through something internal. You know, either their phones are hacked and someone hacked it. Maybe it's a business account. Maybe it's a business phone. If you are some celebrity and you have private matters, don't use a business phone. They will always find a way to see what you're doing. I know working in a company that business phones basically have a hidden installation site where they can track exactly what people are doing. And it's really scary, you know, to find out what people can do and what people can't do with your phone. Use your private phone, guys, and don't share it with anyone. Your phone is your privacy. Your phone is an extension to your mind. Don't share it with people. Keep it away, you know, from people accessing it. You know, sometimes even I go paranoid where I think, man, what's the chance of people quickly installing something that I'm just not aware of and I just cannot find it? It's scary, and it's a topic that should be watched out
a lot
for.
of information about other K-pop groups as well. Here it gets a little bit spooky because apparently these ones were all previous telephone numbers from Taehyung, J-Hope and RM, and it can't be really proven that these numbers were real, since according to that sussing, the members had to change their phone numbers so frequently because sussings wouldn't stop calling them. The problem with these accounts is that no one can 100% be sure.
I mean, to me, it just sounds a bit fake here. You can just literally fake phone numbers these days. And like I say, as long as they just don't, how do I say it? As long as they just don't share their phones with people, it should be fine, actually. I think there should not be an issue with it, and it should be all okay. But it's really scary, you know, that this information still gets spread out. Like, my fear is that, and I had this once, I was young, I was stupid. You know, we're all there. We were all once young and stupid. We were all a little bit crazy at times. And especially during my young, stupid ages, I had a phone number. I saw an ad. They said something for free. I gave my phone number. All of a sudden, I just get messages spammed nonstop on my phone. I got a headache from it. I told my mom, Mom, I'm getting phone calls, Mom. And they're like, what do you mean you're getting phone calls? I signed myself up somewhere. The thing is, even for them, it was quite new. And I had to get a new phone number. It really is something that's important. Same with emails. You know, I just don't put my email everywhere. I make sure that it's secure in itself, in its own location. I don't want to share this information with people purely because I'm feared that one day it's just going to get spammed like crazy. It's so easy to spam emails, for example. Terrible, terrible idea. Make sure what you do, guys, is just safe. And if you want to do some crazy stuff on your phone, get a second phone. It doesn't cost that much more. Get a throwaway SIM card and just do it like that. It's the best option for you. And this is just really spooky in my opinion. But let's just continue with the video. Like
If it's real,
I already mentioned, if I can get proper information from this person, I'm going to make exactly the same information. I'm going to get exactly the same type of interview with them. Going to keep it all secret, see what information we can find, and see what we can actually do with it, because I'm really curious about the Sangsang or Stan live.
or not, because they also have private material like these videos, which are indeed legit. And then there's this
Wait up, hold up. Jimin talking to the fan, unseen video. Why would you even pay for that? Why would you even pay for that? Like, why would you pay for something like that? Like, maybe BTS playing basketball is kind of cool. Would you want to pay for that? Well, like, what is 50 Hong Kong dollars? Let's go. 50,000 Hong Kong dollars to euro. I just want to see what it is in euro. So 5,600 euro, aka like $6,500. That's a steep price just for them to. Wow, that's a lot of money.
Videos, which are indeed legit. And then there's this sussing account who spreads fake stuff.
But isn't it easy to know who did it if it's filmed? Like, BTS is a small group. They wouldn't know who's an outsider when they're getting filmed.
But also really real information like this or this or this. It's fine.
One sec.
And that stuff, but also really real information like this or this.
NCT car plate. What? I cannot imagine though that they use a minivan. I mean, yeah, it's a minivan, but that's just retarded. Like, why would you sell that even? There must be a market for it that I just don't understand. Like, what do you guys actually think? Do you think this is creepy? Do you not think it's creepy?
Or
Again, if you're someone who also is maybe a sasaeng, tell me. I would love to go into it. Maybe you're sasaeng not for BTS, but maybe a SHINee group or a group like SHINee. Not a SHINee group because there is only one SHINee, but maybe one of the members. Anything. It can even be BTS. I would love to talk about this. The current one that I'm talking to is actually from Blackpink, and yeah, let's just see what she has to say. You know, oops, I think I just said something a little bit too much, but oops. Oh, sorry guys, you don't even see me. Oh, god damn it, sorry. I accidentally pressed the Be Right Back button. But I just want to say that this is quite scary. And let's just go back a little bit. But would you really pay $5,500? Sorry, $6,500 to see BTS play basketball?
indeed legit. And then there's this sussing account who spreads fake stuff, but also
I mean, this is just weird. Anyway, Minhyuk, not virgin. Jo-hyun, virgin. Wonho, not virgin. Well, I to be honest, if he was one, that would be crazy. he looks like the opposite of virgin, but crazy.
really real information like this or this or this.
I think this is not very interesting information though. Like, these are just transportation buses, you know? So yeah, it could be a little bit freaky, but these are normally just from the agency. They're not from the members themselves. That would be next level
It's
creepy.
fucking creepy. It's fucking
But at the same time, it's quite normal to know this because, for example, in the luxury car industry, it's kind of cool to know which people drive what cars because it's nice. So this is not really that creepy, but it's creepy that people are trying to stalk on these images like that. And this is all inside work. There must be someone inside of all these groups making a lot of money on the side sharing this information.
creepy. Let's continue with real sasaengs who sell flight information and other private stuff. This one is 100% legit because you can see how she occasionally posts videos where she is traveling super close to these idol groups like TWICE or Astro. So the next big flight with BTS is in March, and as you can see, she already posted the info on her IG.
What is HeyKG? Isn't that Hong Kong?
And the screenshot basically says, if you want to buy the information, DM me. And do you see the likes? It has only 9 likes. So in a way, the
How? Yeah. Okay. Okay. It has 9 likes. That isn't even the scary part yet. I think this is okay.
these sussing groups are kind of exclusive. Then there's another account.
Yeah, but generally also the thing that people just like stuff on Instagram, you know, like randomly you get bots. Like, I don't want to say anything about this YouTuber, you know, she has a lot of subscribers. Like, she has authority in the topics, but there is still this algorithm, you know, where people just get likes in on YouTube, on Instagram, Facebook. It just comes automatically. They could be bots. You always have to watch out a little bit, but
Which looks like this, who sells flight information and other illegal shit. And as I said earlier, if any
but is it illegal? Or is it just sharing knowledge? And are you just selling the knowledge? What do you guys think? Do you think this is bad? Do you think this is good? put it in the comments.
If you normal or delusional fans recognize these sussing accounts, please report them. I already wrote Instagram and I'm trying to find someone who works for IG to take these accounts down. And again, I'm not going to expose the
What's the point? I'll just open up another account within seconds.
names of these accounts because I don't want to influence anyone to look up these accounts and do some illegal shit. And yeah, then there are some Chinese sussing accounts who apparently sell 18 plus BTS stuff such as semi-nude pictures and videos. With the help of some people on Instagram, I actually translated some of these posts. Jungkook and Rosie scandal information, Jungkook 18 plus videos, why Momo was accepted into Twice, Daniel Yeri, I don't know who that is, but there are some 18 plus information with details.
What do I have to say about this? You know, yeah, it's a crazy world. It's just crazy how much information there is out there. But like I say, there has to be a leak out there. That's the simple explanation behind all of it. If there is no leak, then it makes no sense.
Like that. And the sussing that contacted me said that she wasn't 100% sure if this account was legit or not. Then there's a bunch of other sussing accounts who look like this or this. BTS real members' personalities, Jungkook's home address, Jungkook's Kakao Talk. Oh my god, BTS's gym address. Fucking hell, man. This is so fucking creepy. They have literally the flight information and the hotel. This one actually spooked me so freaking much because apparently they have telephone numbers of BTS's manager, J-Hope's sister, EXO managers, and some like 18 plus photos as well, which is fucking creepy. And
But again, how real are these? You know, like, if I could fake this, I'm just saying the word, okay? If I could fake this and run away with €5,500 because of this, whose fault is it at the end? Is it my fault? Is it the fault of someone else? It's a quick buck, you know, for a quick scam. So the question is whether this is real or not. I just cannot imagine that these stars make 18 plus videos. Like, why would they, is the question. Like, why would they even go that far? I think that BTS is trained quite heavily to just not do it and for their own safety. So it is a little bit creepy. And let's just continue anyway.
And they also had this. And as you can see, it's only been liked 2 times. So these groups are so fucking exclusive, man. It's
But why is it exclusive? Like I say, you can just get bots. I think what you're saying here is a little bit redundant. It doesn't mean anything. I sometimes upload nothing without hashtags. I know people that don't even use hashtags, for example. They get likes as well. And it's not about exclusivity. It's literally about, it's just a like. It's just about sharing information. Normally, if you're smart enough, you just don't like it. You just DM them.
so fucked up. If you look at some of their Instagram stories, some people legitimately post stuff like this.
My wish list. K&K numbers. Oh no.
They have literally a wish list of... I'm done. I don't know what this is, but this fucking creeped me out too. There's some bunch of other...
Wait, what? I cannot say the word, but NCT Taeyong. What? What actually happened here? What's going on here?
This fucking creeped me out too.
That's
There's
fine.
a bunch of other shit, but what can you do? So here's the deal. Initially, when this ex-sassing sent me this list of potential sassings, I was like, I'm gonna expose everything on my YouTube. I don't care. This is wrong. And my
But you shouldn't, because that is like saying where you can get the hidden candy. No one wants to know where you can get the hidden candy. Don't share it. Be good, be smart.
subscribers will take down all these accounts. They will do what's right. But after talking to her, I realized that this is actually the worst.
Okay, so it's a her as
that I
well.
could do
At least I didn't do anything bad, you know. At least the person I'm talking to is as well a her, but it doesn't really mean
because,
anything.
you know, I don't know all of my 180,000 subscribers personally. I don't know if they are good or bad people. I don't know the new people who will find this video.
Wait, how
I don't
many?
care. First, personally. I don't know if there are good or bad people. I don't know the new people who will find this video. There's definitely gonna be delusional fans who will take this info and use it to stalk BTS or other groups and make their lives even harder. So
Just gonna look at the comments quickly.
so again, I hope you understand my decision. I actually already managed to take down one account with the help of my friends and my emails. But yeah, if I actually...
But they're back up again. These things just grow so quick. There is just no point of even reporting them. Like, it helps for a certain bit of time, but the information just gets out there again, you know?
Help, I will post something on my Instagram story. So yeah. Anyway, let's continue with this interview. So, how are you doing nowadays?
I'm still a very dedicated fan of BTS. I realized that my past actions were very wrong, and I'm actually in therapy for 2 months. I'm doing alright. Of course, here and there I still have old temptations, but I try to ignore them.
Thank you so much for reaching out to me and for doing this interview.
Good
I
for you.
hope you can find
You know, it's always
happiness
good when
again.
people are just honest about it.
Really
And
hope that you don't relapse back to the sussing lifestyle. And yeah, I wish you all the best. So, thank you so
hold up. How did you clap but it made no sound? What was
Wish
that?
you all the best.
How does it even work? How do you make a clap without a sound, but your voice is so clear?
So, thank you so much.
Where's
for
the
watching.
microphone?
I
Do you
will
guys
see
hear it when I clap?
guys next week.
I think you guys hear it, no? Wow. This is crazy. That's all I have to say. Again, I wasn't planning to watch this entire video, but it is still a very interesting topic because, like I say, I was asking people as well already slowly in social media channels whether they are one or not, if they could just reach out to me. I want to know what they have to say about the entire topic as well. I still think it's a very interesting topic. I think it's just a topic that is worth talking about. And I also noticed that one of the people that wrote me is like, hey, I don't want to say who it is again because of privacy, but they basically say they never write in a chat just out of the fear that someone recognizes them for a particular reason. You know, they don't want people to get recognized in any way, so they just sit silent. And if they would only DM you, so it's always just the best that you are just quiet, you do your own thing. And if you are a person that's just saying, I'm not trying to promote it in any way, hide yourself, hide your identity. That's the most important, you know. Just don't make public comments unless you're willing to take on the bashing, you know, whatever the bashing is. But for me, for example, it's I'm okay with it. You guys can bash me all you want. I don't really care about it too much. I think the world is just, you know, it just shows how people are. But when people are honest with me and they're asking for privacy, I would give it to them as well. And let's see, like I said, what happens tomorrow. I'm going to upload a video as well about sasangs. Like I said, this was just a topic between Patreons and how crazy people are. I mean, you can literally just read, for example, you know, they licked the toilet seat after BTS used it and they posted about it. I mean, holy crap. Would you lick a toilet seat? Like, imagine all the people before it. Just the idea of it. You know, the toilets on planes, you know, whether you sit in first class or not, they're all terrible. I would not sit on them unless I disinfect them 100%. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's just some topics. You know, again, it's all about sasangs. Like I said, I'm also talking into one right now. Let's see what we can get about it, and let's see what information we can get. We talked about TikTok already. Then I had a topic that I thought was really just crazy. So I don't know the streamer, but the streamer just took her own life. And what I think was just crazy, I mean, we can just quickly read about it, is that she had a manager, for example, or her uncle or someone made a public post, but let's just read it. You know, streamer Jamie has taken her own life after suffering from malicious comments. Again, guys, shut the fuck up with the negative comments. Do your own thing. Keep it in your own mind. No one gives a fuck about your negativity. No one gives a flying shit. Keep it to yourself. But anyway, on February the 5th, so literally yesterday, Jemmy's uncle notified a 27-year-old streamer community about her passing. According to her uncle, Jemmy has been suffering from her serious depression due to numerous malicious comments and rumors. A lot of people would say they're only comments. How can it affect people? Funny enough, I talked to a holy shit, I just can't say the name. A psychologist who just mentioned it's not about the psychology on how a comment hurts them. It's about the comment can retrieve a memory that someone is trying to suppress, you know, and that is the big problem. So I hope you don't insult the deceased. It's hard for the both to be. It's hard for both to. It's hard for both the bereaved. Is that even a word? I've never heard of it. Family and friends. She left the suicide note and thought, and through articles, I could see how Jamie had it and how she was bullied. Don't start ridiculous rumors anymore. Yeah, like I say, it's all about fakeness. It's about the stress. Everyone goes through it for some reason. I don't really understand why this happens, but it seems like it does, and it's quite intimidating, you know, for people. And how old is she? 27. So she's literally 1 year younger than me. Luckily, I have been brought up to be a little bit tough and just not to give a shit about what people have to say, purely because I just realized it means nothing. But a lot of people have issues, you know. For example, she had an issue with her mother. Something happened there. We saw that something really bad happened to her life. And people weren't supporting her. People were just making it worse for her. And that's not really that cool. And you can see what happened. I'm totally against negative comments, especially also my channel. Tell me or talk to me in any way you want, but the moment you start insulting others, I just delete all these comments. I'm very much aware of how vulnerable people can be, so I would do my best always that in case people say something, report it. If you realize that it's just harmful to other people, just report it. That's all I can say. Or just write me on Discord, make a screenshot, and I will try to remove it as quick as possible. Like I say, I just don't sponsor these type of comments. I think they are quite crap. I'm curious though, like where she was streaming. Was she like streaming on? Let's have a look. Jamie streamer. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. She was a Twitch streamer though. 95. Let's just have a little look into this. 168k people following her. Actually, there's one comment. Let's actually read this comment. I don't know what the first question, but the thing in the blue here, it basically says, people need to remember that you might say one little comment you don't think is a big deal, but to the receiving person, that might be one comment that's part of the entire pile of comments that they get every day. Yeah. You're adding petrol to the fire. It's that simple, and it's true. Like I said, I talked to psychologists about this, just about their opinion on it, and they said this is also the thing in real life. You know, if you keep on pressuring something, all of a sudden it will burst. Diamonds, they are really hard, but they can burst with too much pressure. And it's the same thing with this. I think it's a terrible thing. I'm always against, you know, rumors or anything. A lot of people even commented on my video with Taman and him, you know, changing his position in the military. I personally just want to say that I think what I'm saying is still okay. I don't rumor. I don't want to say anything negative. I don't want to, you know, be in any way responsible for what's happening to him. But I know there are people out there that are quite creepy. You don't have, I don't want to mention their names. You can find them yourselves on the videos. They would really talk as if they know Taman. And they talk to me as if they are his manager. It's a bit creepy. It's a bit fucked up. I understand fans. I understand people that are happy about these topics. But it's still very, very, very creepy when they put themselves in the shoes of people that they think they are, but they're really far from that reality. And this comment that I just said might cause people to maybe leave my channel forever. I know there are some people that this is not even a joke. They joined one channel like, oh my god, thank you for making this video. Then I make another post or something like that. Oh my god, how dare you? And it's just really just a mess, you know. It's just crazy to see how people are and how they get offended so quick. Even though nothing bad has been said, they are just being overprotective on topics that I think is true. There are some people that really just go into harassment, but there are other people who are just the opposite, and it's creepy, you know. It's really just creepy. So anyway, sad story. And then I think there was another one that was also quite sad. Let me open up the Discord again. For anyone who is new, I'm gonna put it into the chat. I'm gonna make a new account, invite people. One sec, I need to see. Generate new link, copy. I'm gonna put in the chat. If you want to be part of the Discord, join in. Doesn't cost anything. Could be fun to talk to you there as well. If you have information, let's talk about it. What's up, Bay? All good? Bay, did you actually join the Discord or not? I don't remember seeing your name there, to be honest. But like I say, there is just a lot of people that they think they're doing good, but in all honesty, they're doing worse. They're making people look silly. They're making people look weak. They're making people look as if their statements are wrong. I don't say things without facts. I don't say things without, or I don't say particular topics without first digging a little bit into it and understanding what's happening. And I would always just say it from an open point. I don't want to say anything that is discriminating to anyone. I don't want to be negative to anyone. I don't want to be ugly to anyone. And yet people claim I am. And my question is, and this might be something that I'll ask this person as well, of course, if they are someone who they say, if they are a true Sasaeng, are they actually though, and this is the question, are they thinking they're doing good for the groups? Are they hoping that they're maybe gonna read some of the chat, the comments? It's a question. It's a really big question, and it's something that I would be a little bit more interested in, you know, and to see what they have to say. And it's a bit scary, I would say, you know. It's a little bit intimidating for people who just don't know how to deal with it. And I can understand why some YouTubers focus purely on the positives. They're just too freaking scared, you know. They're just fucked, you know, if they start something negative. Some people even hide their subscribers, for example. I'm really curious about that, why they do it. Why would you hide your subscribers count? Why would you disable comments? Fear. People are literally scared of doing it because there are people out there being weird. And I've noticed this with the people that we all adore, and mainly on my channel. Shiny. You have Sasaengs there. I've noticed them. Taemin. Multiple more. Blackpink. Holy shit, Blackpink is just next level. They are really tough. Oh shit. I keep pressing the wrong button. I keep pressing for some reason the button for what am I pressing actually? This button. Why am I even pressing it? No idea. Blackpink, a lot of Sasaengs there that I had noticed that are really just aggressive, ready to, you know, be like a tiger, rip off your nipples, and they're just ready to attack you. Funny enough, a little bit of a fun fact, most of them are men. Most of the Sasaengs are men. Whether you think that's creepy is up to you, but it is. But yeah, you have them. Then you also have BTS. BTS, I think, are quite open-minded. They just prefer to talk a little bit about the positivity. I think the true people that are really negative tend to stay away at the moment, like, because I just didn't say anything that bothered them too much. But with Blackpink, they were like plastic in the water. Plastic in the fire. It's very effective. It just starts melting right away. They're not like stones. They're a little bit more hard. Maybe that's because I'm a guy that says something negative. I don't know if it was a girl who said the same. Would it be in any way different? Who actually knows? And it's like I say, a little bit freaky deaky. Terrible. For also the people who want to join in, of course, to Discord, we also have the MV suggestions. Tell me what videos you want me to look at. It's all newly set up, so I can basically have a look at this. But I love it. I love that you guys can just share me links, and it's really fun to look at these as well. They're really fun. It's just a fun way to just quickly get information from you guys in case you have no time to be on my YouTube channel. That's totally fine. Let's look at some of the more topics. which was it? I know that Cheyenne, you did something as well. Again, another death. It's crazy. I have a feeling that the pressure in Korea is really different. You know what I think is the biggest problem, by the way, and I'm only saying this because I've talked to someone who worked there, and I've worked with Koreans, but they are Koreans, is that a lot of people pretend they understand they try to understand the Korean culture, the Japanese culture. They try to put themselves in those feet, and they think that with what they're saying, they're going to be very helpful. But no, this is not being helpful. It's actually the opposite of what they understand. The Korean culture is very, how do I say it? It's very, what's the word for it? You just don't talk about topics. You wouldn't talk directly to everyone and mention it to everyone. They're quite conservative. That's the word. That's what they, at least this person mentioned to me. And ever since he mentioned it to me, he was a friend of mine. It's true. They are considered quite conservative. You have an issue, you can talk about it, but it wouldn't go public really quick. Other people make it their own problem, and that's the big problem. Stop making other people's problem your problem. It's just stressful for you, and it doesn't really do anything for you as well. It's just ridiculous if you think about it. Anyway, so that's 2 deaths already this week. Really crazy, all because of peer pressures. K-pop is hardcore. It's one of the hardest topics out there to talk about. Not really cool. Not very cool at all. This was a really cool video. Like I said, I really hope that we can actually get a little bit more into this topic, because I really enjoy making content like this. Like I already said at the beginning of this video, I'm slowly steering away from different topics. I'm slowly steering away from just MVs. I also want to focus a little bit more on topics like this, in the sense of I want to focus on topics that are just a little bit more detailed, a little bit more controversial, topics that people just don't want to talk about. And I hope that I can get into that a little bit more. Let's see if we can get that interview going and see what's happening. If it works, I want to pop it out within 2 weeks. Let's see what else is on the menu. This thing is just ridiculous. I don't know who is trying to promote this. I don't know why this is being promoted. I'm not sure if I'm having lag right now, but it seems like I have a little bit of lag. Might have just too many things open. That's okay. Let's close some things down, The one thing that I noticed in Korea is that trends can go really, really crazy, really quick. What do you mean with trends? Why the hell would you wear a face mask just over your nose? What? And this was one of the topics that I thought was just ridiculous. A mask that covers only the nose for when eating at a restaurant is gaining attention. Holy crap, why would you? Are people just not aware that the nose and the mouth, and let me make it bigger, nose and the mouth are connected to the same pipe? We're all going to the lungs. It all will burn once you get the corona. It's just ridiculous, what people actually do. And like I say, it's just scary that, again, Korea has some very interesting topics. I don't know why, but whoever wrote this article, let's just have a look. Recently there is a new format generating a lot of attention in South Korea. Bullshit. It's named the KOSK, the nose mask. Kind of cool name though, NOSK. Wait, what? Why is it called KOSK? Why don't I just call it NOSK? NOSK would be a nice name as well. The new design only covers the nose, so the wearer can comfortably eat while covering their nose, or ko. Oh, that's why. So ko is nose in Korean. What do I have to say about this? Do you think this is good? What's even the point of wearing it? The moment you start eating, you take off your mask, you get no effect, really. Oh man, this is just so weird. I don't understand why anyone would do this. I mean, this person is literally just wearing 2 times the same mask, literally. Oh, sorry, you guys cannot even see it, but here. So this is the new trend, okay? You're wearing just this mask, and like I just said, they want to make people wear this in restaurants. But look at this. This looks like a cool item, but it's literally covering the face and the mouth with the same mask. What's even the purpose of it? What's even the point of looking at this? It's things like that is just so weird. Even if you look at the comments, pointless, what the hell? Wait, there are more comments? No, because the moment you eat, you breathe. I'm just reading the comments, okay? So one guy says this is pointless, and it's true. Your nose and your lungs are connected to the same pipe. You can't avoid it. And then here you have true, but then there's like, there is still less chance. And then someone says, yeah, but if you're in a close proximity, aka you're in a building. It's 100% true. Once you're in a closed area, the air is there. You unless there's a filtration system or an air conditioning that's running with the air coming from outside, maybe there is a chance for it to be better. But I just want to say that it's the most redundant idea ever. Like, would you walk around like this? You look like Batman. You know, you look a bit like a superhero. This person is literally just wearing the same mask twice. I don't even know what they're trying to promote with this picture. It's just really crazy. Like, I hope these things don't take off, because I can imagine people actually making a quick buck out of this, especially during the Corona times. People trying to sell off an idea. I can really just imagine that's going to be the worst of it all, you know, people faking it all and just trying to make quick money. Corona is a great time to make money, especially on face masks, especially during this nightmare, and it's cool. I really thought this was just a funny topic. Let's see what else we have on the Discord thread. There's one group that I want to talk about. I thought this was a really cool bit of news, and that is basically Twice becomes the fastest Korean act to hit 4 billion streams on Spotify. I personally think that's because of the song The Feels. I mean, they're also promoting it here, but that song really was just so attractive. Not only did it just trend on TikTok, on all these platforms, it's just unbelievable. This group just grew amazing. With this, Twice has become the fastest K-pop act to hit a milestone, joining only other K-pop acts who also hold this milestone: BTS, Blackpink, and that's really it. That's really impressive. You know, really hats off to them. I was always wondering when are they going to hit like a new record, but they did something really good with this MV. They did something good with the entire song. It's really just fantastic, and I really enjoy it. I mean, they did it. Wait a sec, one sec. Let me have a look. Over 4 billion community streams on Spotify, doing it in how many years is that? 1,400 days. That is 6 years. Now, wait, what? Oh, after they joined the platform. So they're on the platform since a couple of years now. I think that's like 5 times 300. Yeah, it's approximately like 4.5 years. But it's great that with this, they created 4 billion streams. Really good. Well done, Twice. Hats off to you. Let's see if there's any other news that might be worth talking about. Let's see if there's anything else that I can be looking at too. But I just want to say that I'm very interested in some of the... let's have a look at this. Wonho. Wonho, to me, by the way, was one of the weirdest... I don't want to insult him or anything, but he has a very interesting posture. He has a very young-looking face. Well, if you look at his body, it's literally... as if you're looking at the Terminator. It's such an interesting posture, a different contrast. What do you mean, Bay? Wanting to keep the proportions and the beautiful face. They do all sorts of strange things. Ah, for the mask. Okay, yeah, that's true. No, I understand what you mean. It's really... It's true. In Korea, they want to sell off the you know, your beauty. Your beauty is still a very important factor. If you don't have that, is this crooked? Oh, it's like, I don't know. That was just a little bothersome. No, it's true. In Korea, and I don't even know if it's a Korean company that is making it, but it's all about the looks. You know, whether it works or not, they want to make sure that people are proportionate. It's true what you're saying. They want to make sure that everyone still looks good. So it might be something. Anyway, let's have a look at these photos. Not a big fan of the logo, to be honest. It just looks a bit like text with a bit of a weird filter on it, like a sand filter or something. Not really my all-time favorite, if I can say so. Like, the photos itself just look as if they were taken... Like, this one is okay, this one is mediocre. But some of them just... I don't know. They're not the strongest photos that I've seen in a long time. Especially, we already saw some really cool topics and cool photo shoots in the past. But let's have a look. Maybe this could be still very interesting. Is there anything else that I missed, maybe, you know? again, poor health conditions. Let's have a look. Receiving treatment for 1 sec, I just want to read. So Jinjin, medical staff that he needs sufficient rest and treatment. What happened to him? Can anyone tell me? Again, K-pop, calm the fuck down. Holy shit. It's really just scary, you know, to see how people literally don't give a flying bat about the members. The more we pressure them, the more they need to perform. The more there's a want, the more they have to do something. It's a bit scary, but it's true. As a result, we would like to inform you that the fan signing event held at 80 Live Artist Class will be postponed. We wanted to know update and we'd like to send you about the fans waiting for the schedule for today. It's not about you put the health of your fans first. You just make sure that your assets are running correctly. Like I say, I just think this is a really crazy, a lot of negativity today for some reason. Like, there was not a lot of positive news. Again, if you haven't yet, make sure to join the Discord. The link is in the chat. You should be able to watch it, and it could be just a really cool place, you know, to share your information, maybe your thoughts. And that's all I have to talk about today. I don't know how long the stream was today, but I think the more we do this on a weekly basis, the more we basically, you know, will grow this. You know, the more we will grow the entire segment and the more information we get. So it's all dependent on you guys, what you want me to talk about. And it is sad for them to accept the persecution because of their good looks. Yeah, I don't have more to say to that. I don't want to say it's sad. It's more that they are delusional on what is true and what is not. Jesus, like, you know, I'm just reading some of the news, but all these topics about suicide, it's crazy, you know, like, I'm just looking at it. Like, Jimin personally updates fans on Weverse and Jin. Okay, no one cares about that at the moment. But look, you know, another suicide. Jamie criticized. Who's BJ Gamst? Is that someone? 1 sec. I want to look into this topic again from Jamie, because this is just released as well. I was looking at this before this was released, but let's have a look. Who's BJ Gamst? So he's famous from his soccer commentary and game content on the Korean Africa TV. If you don't know Africa TV, it's basically the Korean Twitch. It's actually a really fun platform. I'm on it sometimes just to see what people are doing, and it's just great. You know, you sometimes see really humble people in the middle of nowhere doing their own thing, and it's really fun as well. Early in 2008, streamer Jeremy, while conducting a joint live broadcasting with BJ Özil. No idea, but what's BJ again? Isn't BJ a... Goddamn, what's a microphone jockey? You're a broadcasting jockey, that is it. And now soon, at this time, did you masturbate after watching Jeremy's broadcast? Okay, I'm gonna get demonetized really quick after just reading that out loud. And then someone replied, of course. And then... I mean, that's just terrible. You know, I don't get streamers that do this. I think it's all for the cloud. It's all for the gaining the popularity. It's really just messed up. I personally would say Twitch, YouTube, all these streaming platforms, all these social media platforms should have a community, at least someone active on their spot, to really just go through streams and see what's happening. I think this is very important. I know they do have it, but I still have this feeling as if there's just a bit too much freedom on what people can say about things. Because the moment people talk, in my opinion, sexually about topics, I don't think this is good for anyone. Why would you do it on a platform such as Twitch? Why would you do it on a platform as Africa TV? Why would you even do it on YouTube? It's very, how do I say it? It's very upsetting, you know, that this is just not being controlled hard enough. So yeah, netizens also left Gams brother saying Gams didn't control his fans, even though they were driving Jeremy into feminism, and they shouldn't have controlled his fans. Yeah, it's really crazy. Like, I know there's just this massive problem, that I don't want to even categorize myself with these people. There are these people that just do it for the fun. The word troll. Do you guys remember that word troll? That troll has evolved into something worse. They have developed into fucking monsters. People that have just no heart, they will just do whatever they want and be that hero behind the keyboard. These people are the cause to what's happening now. They just have no remorse to what they do, and they don't give a flying shit whether they did or not. And it's really, really just scary, in my opinion. It's scary that the word troll has slowly gone away. We don't have that anymore. And these people just do it without a heart. They don't even care what they write anymore. I could just not go to a stream. I'm just saying from my perspective. I just don't even understand the train of thought of going to someone's stream and start harassing people. We also had this massive topic. I don't know if you guys know it. This is not K-pop related, but you have the Twitch streamer Pokimane, for example, with what's his name? That guy that plays. What is his name? The second biggest streamer. It doesn't even matter who they are. Okay, forget that. They're actually number 1 and number 2, let's say like that, on Twitch. Millions of followers. I don't know how much money they get a month. The point is, he did something more or less similar. He started just saying things that were out of place, and it makes people just feel insulted, where everyone just has a different way of reacting. And some people react by just going, meh. Other people react by really jumping out of the window and hoping it ends everything. It's the most depressing platform. I don't want my channel to evolve into that. Like I say, I would delete all comments that are just negative, all comments that are, forget negative, sorry, that are hurtful to others. Say it to me, but don't say it to my other fellow subscribers. Don't say it to my friends. It's the worst platform ever for that, and I just don't tolerate it at all. Like I say, if you notice anything, write me on Discord, write me somewhere, and we can make sure that the comments get deleted. I just don't want people to feel bad, because half of them, all these comments are just bullshit. They mean nothing. These are people just with no lives, and it just does nothing good to them. So it's just a topic that I think is just interesting. That fuck them. That's all I have to say. Fuck them. I don't even know if I can say fuck on stream, but here you go. To all you haters. I think that's the best way to saying it. Meanwhile, Gam said that in Africa, 3.5 years ago, I've already contacted German to apologize for this, adding that, 3.5 years ago? Adding to the point of the time journey was fine. However, he also confessed that he felt heavy seeing the notice and cannot help but feel responsible for it. Jesus, look, I don't know whether it is true or not. I don't know this guy. I've never seen him on Africa TV. Check it out if you want to. It's actually a really nice platform. You just meet very small streamers, but they're very humble, and I like that. So I didn't know that this society was going on here as well. And man, terrible. I thought my stream would be a little bit more positive today, but it wasn't. It actually didn't end with a happy ending. It ended with a sad ending. Yeah, and I mean it in that context. It's really not the most positive. Athletes, idols, actors are persecuted, and haters do not let them live. That's their job, man. That's their job. They don't want to. They envy most likely what they have. And I think it was only this year when I realized what the difference is between when you're jealous and when you envy someone. So when you're jealous that someone else is getting something that you are not. Envy is that you wish that some other people could have what other people have. And these people are just very envious for a lot of people just doing much better than them. And most of the people just sit at home, do nothing, sit around, hope for the best, and think that the golden plate is one day going to end up on or in front of their doorstep. It's quite scary. It's quite what you don't want in any type of society. But whether you like it or not, without it, you just don't have a proper society either. I don't know if the world is going to be better without it. I know a lot of people that were envious also made some good things out of their life, but sadly, a lot of people just cannot get out of it and just try to hurt others with it. And it's actually quite sad. I remember in the past that I would really just become frustrated, for example, you know, if someone performs better than me, even though I put as much time into something and he just gets the better results. It's something that I always disliked, but what can you do? You know, you just can't do anything about it. And I just learned to get away from it. Luckily, I was younger at the time. You know, someone just told me, man, who gives a shit about what other people are doing? Worry about yourself. They don't worry about you. And it's true. Stop worrying about others. But it's just not how society works. And a lot of people think that culture around the world is everywhere the same. So it is an interesting topic. And I hope this is very interesting for you guys as well. After this, I'm going to release my video on Sasense, and I'm curious what you guys think about it. Should I premiere it maybe? You know what? I'm going to set it up as a premiere, okay? I'm going to premiere it because it's quite a long video actually, and I made myself a promise. One sec. I'm going to set it up. And again, guys, also very quickly while I have this open, Patreon, if you haven't yet, come check it out. We start from €1 a month, literally the cheapest coffee in the world, even less than a coffee. You can join me, support me, and I already did the math really quickly. If I can get literally 1,000 people to join in, even with the 1,000 or the 2,000 mark, I could do YouTube long term, and I would be really, really happy with that as well. If you do want to support it, come check it out. I would be very grateful. And like I say, €1, €1, guys. Of course, you can also do more. It's up to you. I don't know how rich everyone is. I don't know what their income is, but it is something that is worth looking into, especially if you want to support me, especially if you want to make this channel the channel where we just don't give a fuck whether you like something or hate it. We just want to keep it real and honest. We all need something positive, and I hope that there are more good ones. Yeah, sadly, I'll be honest, the Korean lifestyle is more negative, I just noticed for some reason, than positive. Especially when it comes to the celebrity world, the athlete world. People just get pressured like crazy, and it just seems they really just get they get molded, you know, into a system where they have a lot of freedom, but this molding also gives a lot of group pressure. You know, and there is this pressure, this society pressure, that it's hard to let go of. You know, it's hard to just do nothing with it, and it's quite disturbing. Anyway, let me quickly get this going. I'm gonna do this as a live stream, okay? I think it's still a good time. People might be sleeping now, for all I know, but that's okay. That's not a problem. Let me have a look. Oh, by the way, I never said it, but for everyone who stopped by, you know, thanks for that one. Really, really appreciate it, actually. Really, really. Come on, get in there. This can close. Sorry, guys, I'm just organizing. I want to just change my plan a little bit. Like I said, if you want to check out my Patreon, come check it out. It's there. And we're going to start a premiere very soon then, okay? After the stream, I think. And it's about the topic of sasengs and the negativity about them and why I sometimes hate K-pop fans. And maybe hate is just the wrong term, but it's disgusting. Sorry guys, I need to get back into, need to go find myself a little bit of a system. I already noticed, funny enough, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Literally, people already started unsubscribing, which is okay. Maybe I said something, maybe we found a saseng that doesn't like it, but that's okay. Let's quickly go here. Let's go to this. I need to look up what the word is again. One sec, guys. I know I'm focusing. Oh, sorry. I keep pressing things and then it messes up a little bit. Let me quickly get into it. and then I will start the premiere after this live stream, because I've talked about all the topics that I want to do. Again, if you have any topics you want me to talk about, join the Discord. There is a special page there, and you can join in there if you want. I need to quickly check it, because I have a feeling it's Sang. S-A-S-A-E-N-G. Alrighty, there we go. I think I'm going to start premiering it quite soon. Visibility. Today is the 6th, no? So I'm going to put it on the 6th, and we're going to premiere it. What time is it now? 4 o'clock? Should we do 4:15? I'll do 4:15. There we go. Boom. Alrighty, that is set up as a premiere. If you guys want to join in, please do. I'm going to be popping over right now on the video. I mean, let me just quickly see where it is. And... Whoa. Give me one sec, guys. Now it's saved. The premiere is going to open up very soon. Just need to make sure that it works, of course, that it's all saved. Let's go to studio. And let me have a little bit of a look. Premiere is on. Great. The 6th. That should be right now. Let me quickly look at my channel to see whether it is there, and then we can continue with everything else. Oops. Wait, where is it? Did I not put it into a thing? One sec, guys. I didn't put it into a... There we go. Now we have it all there. It should be coming right now. Yeah. Let me open that up. So you guys can see it right here. It's all ready. If you want to join in, join in. And I look forward, of course, you know, to see what you guys... Oh, one sec. If you guys want to join in, it could be a very interesting topic. And if not, that's fine as well. We can keep it very simple and very easy. But for now, guys, I'm just going to leave the stream open for... Doesn't make sense. I'm going to pop over right now to the video. I'm going to put it in the chat. If you want to join in, and join in. If not, don't. It's totally up to you. I'm not going to force anyone, but I would appreciate the like. And of course, guys, if you didn't yet... Wait, what? What the hell is this? Why can't I comment this? There we go. So yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you all for being there. You know, first of all, the stream was more successful than I thought. It was nice to see at least 8 people in it at a max, which is awesome. Really enjoy that. And if you want to come over, make sure you hit that like button before you come over. I would really appreciate it. Every like helps the channel. And I'll see you in the premiere, which is going to come out in literally a couple of minutes, literally in 15 minutes or so. Some people might be sleeping, but that's okay. That is totally fine. And I would just say, let's just continue with that, okay? I just want to say, guys, thank you very much for being there. Thank you for all the great support that you guys gave me over the time. And it was nice to talk to you. It's really nice always to talk to people. I always enjoy it, and I think it's always the most fun. What happens if I click here? Oh yeah, awesome. So I'm just gonna close the stream off here. I'm gonna leave it open for like 2-3 minutes, and I'll see you on the next video, the premiere. Alrighty, I'll catch you then. Stay healthy and keep safe, okay? Keep open-minded. That's the most important. I'll see you then, guys. Have a good one.